Welcome back to another episode of Bourbon and Ash. Come join us as we explore the world of bourbon and cigars, which offers a rich tapestry of flavors, aromas, and experiences. Today, we're going to review the oldest distillery west of the Mississippi and pair it with a cigar by Romeo and Julietta. Stay tuned. All right, as you can see, we are reviewing, as I said in the intro,
That's right.
the oldest distillery west of the Mississippi.
Ben Holladay.
Ben
That's right.
Maybe you guys can go in and tell us a little bit about the history of this. I know it dates back clear into the 1800s. Maybe speak a little bit about Ben Holladay, his journey, being born in Kentucky and then moving to western Missouri.
Very rich in history, right, Tricia? What can you tell us about it?
Well, first thing you gotta mention is that Lewis and Clark are the ones that charted all the springs that are on the property that Ben Holladay acquired to start his distillery on. So it has limestone springs, just like you need for good bourbon, which he knew from Kentucky.
That's correct.
And that distillery's name is Blue Springs Distillery, isn't it?
Yes.
So originally, the gentleman Ben Holladay moved from Kentucky, born and bred, and then settled down in western Missouri, found the wells that were chartered, like you said, by Lewis and Clark, and having that background and that knowledge of the bourbon and whiskey industry, he thought, why can't I make this here in Missouri?
Right. Absolutely. Yes.
So that was born. Obviously, Ben Holladay is not family owned. A new generation of owners bought it in like 1993, and they stuck with the name Ben Holladay. It was in the family business for most of the 1800s into the early 1900s, and then they just ended up selling out. I'm not sure the reasons behind that, or if they just wanted out of the business, but at least they kept the name.
That's right. They sure did. And here in front of us, we've got a Bourbon Bond. It's their bourbon. It's aged for 6 years.
That's correct.
That is correct. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And one of the neat things about this distillery in their runs, they actually will notate the rick house, the level, and the time that it's been aged. And every bottle has it on its side. So all of that same expression will change a little bit between different runs. I don't know if you guys knew that. So this one here is, I'm really looking forward to it.
I'm excited. So I'm going to go ahead and do the honors of pouring out.
Absolutely.
Maybe you ladies, Tricia, if you want to talk a little bit about the mash bill, maybe a little bit of what notes or what we're to expect. Now, and maybe you can talk a little bit for our new viewers who haven't heard us before about the bottled and bond process. What exactly does that mean? And I'd be able to help you out if you can't remember
She
exactly
knows
what that
that.
means.
Come on, girl.
I don't, she does.
Tell us. How does it work?
So bottled and bond has 4 requirements. It has to be bottled at 100 proof. It has to be made within a certain year.
It has to be in the same distillery, right?
Same
One
distillery.
season, same season.
One season.
And it has to be by a federal regulated distillery. It has
Right,
to
but it
have.
has to be aged at a federal regulated rick house.
Rick house.
Correct. That is correct.
That is, yes. And so this one is not only federally recognized, but it has to come from a barrel in Missouri.
Yes.
So I don't know.
That's the Missouri laws.
That's the
right?
Missouri
That
laws.
is
That's
the
A
Missouri
correct.
law.
barrel that has been grown and produced in Missouri, but
Uh-huh.
that oak has to be there. And it has to be aged on site.
That's correct.
That's
Very
so
good. You
the
see, I
Missouri
told
law.
you she'd know.
No, I knew she would know too. So maybe before we drink, we'll do a short cheers. Before we get into that though, maybe you could talk about the makeup of the mash bill.
So it is 73 corn,
Uh-huh.
73% corn.
15 rye, and
Yeah.
12 barley.
That's correct.
Nice. Very well done.
This has a really pretty amber
Yes.
color. This is a lot darker than the last episode where we looked at the Breckenridge,
Breckenridge
This is,
finished in
the rum cask.
Rum cask.
Yeah.
Correct.
Obviously, you guys can see at home it's a much darker finish.
And you know, I never did hear what Breckenridge's char level was. I wonder if that has something to do with the
So,
lightness of the rum.
What is the char level on this one?
This char level is a 3.
3.
That's
Yeah.
right.
3.
Level
Okay.
3.
Which I believe most of the distillers that we go to in Kentucky, that's the standard. There's a couple ones that go above and the other ones that toast theirs and go below.
Right.
Most of
But
them
three,
are 3.
3 is pretty average.
Three's
Yes.
pretty average.
Wow.
Has a great smell.
It does.
That's almost, now, and don't take this the wrong way, I mean this in a compliment, but it almost has like a cologne or a perfume.
That's
Floral.
probably just me.
Is that you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it is. It is very
real
floral. It's very
Like I can imagine wearing this as a cologne.
Yes, this would make an amazing candle. Like,
Oh, yeah.
oh yes.
What
it's
are
very
you wearing?
springy.
Ben Holladay.
Ben
Oh, that even
Ben
sounds
Holladay.
cool.
Ben Holladay 6. Yes.
I mean,
6
it
year.
smells
Artois.
amazing.
It does.
It does. That smells. I've never smelled anything.
Very like almost floral.
Floral.
And
Yeah.
And springy.
a
right?
little bit of rye, but not a lot.
That little bit of nutmeg in there with the floral. That's what I
Yes.
smell. That's what
Yes.
that's the rye.
Yes.
Yeah, I could definitely like
Very
use
woody.
a little bit of this.
Right, put it on here, put it there.
Officer, I swear it's
It's
cologne.
cologne.
my
It's
cologne.
my cologne. What are you talking about?
Well, it smells very
Well,
good.
let's try it. That smells
It's extremely floral. Yes.
Ooh,
I've heard great reviews about this
spicy.
bourbon, and I've been wanting to taste it for a while now, and this is actually the first time that I've done it on this episode. Is
Absolutely. This
Opening
is
up this
actually
bottle.
the first time that I've had it.
Mhm.
We've talked about it. We've looked at the some of the other expressions that they released. They had the winter wheat and then they had the red wheat
Mhm.
release. Have not had any. This one here, I've had a couple of people recommend it and tell me a little bit about it and whatnot. So yeah, I
and,
was
and
excited
what's the
to
MSRP
test
on
it.
this, and where can it be bought?
It can be bought at any store right now in Kansas. It is released. It's not an allocated. They do have some runs, some different expressions that are allocated. This one here is on the shelf at $60 to $65.
Okay.
Yeah,
Check
Right.
that.
That's really good, and
It's amazing. It almost has like such a.
gingerbread. You get gingerbread
Banana-
or
like banana nut bread.
nutting. Yeah, like yes.
I almost get like some kind of nut butter, like not Nutella, but something.
I get
I-
banana nut. Like
Yeah, at the
It
beginning
is.
I get the first sip, it's baking spices,
Yes.
and then but when it goes down, that's where I get like a nutty flavor
almost
on,
like-
on the back
Some
side.
sort of nut.
Like that crumble, like that banana bread with the crumble, those pieces on top.
That's
like-
just sugar.
That's
So I
brown
get-
sugar instead of
Okay, well
and
that's
butter.
what that's
Yeah,
kind of
so
what
I
it
get
smells
that. I
like.
get that on the palate. On the finish, I get more of the spices.
Oh, see,
Back
I'm
here in the
the
back of my
opposite.
throat,
Yeah,
I
I
get
get
more
the
of the
baking spices.
the
in
nutmeg.
front,
Yeah, that was
and
the
then
initial taste, and then the swallow was a
It's
little
very
different.
nutty.
Yeah,
Interesting. This is
It's
really
really
good.
it is. It's very smooth, even with the spices at the beginning. I was a little worried.
This is bottled and bond, which means it's 100 proof, correct?
Correct. Yep.
So not to change the subject, but
Yes.
I do real quickly want to give a shout out. I've had some people make some comments on the new background.
Okay.
So
Yes.
we've done some renovations here at Bourbon and Ash. A gentleman by the name of James Woods was kind enough to build me some professional shelves. So you see behind you. Obviously, it's a little bit better than the Home Depot
Absolutely.
shelving that I put up. And so I just want to give a shout out to him. He did an amazing job.
Yes, thank
And,
you.
Awesome job.
Great
yeah.
job.
Thank you.
Thank you,
It's
James.
amazing. Yes. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to refill this thing. This is
Very good.
very good. It's aged 6 years.
Yes.
So that's minimum on their bottled and bond, or is that for every one of their selections?
So-
Do they choose that, or is that a
They
requirement?
choose that.
Okay.
They choose that on this one
And I
here.
believe all of their products are bottled and bond, right? Is that what I heard?
I
Or maybe
am.
I'm incorrect. We'll find out next week.
We will find out for sure.
We will know so much more.
Again, as always, thanks for joining us, spending that time. We appreciate it very much. Looking forward to some of the comments down below. Tell us what you think. We really like those. They're very interactive, and Zach and I read them and we talk about them. So keep them coming. We appreciate you hanging out, and share this with somebody. As always, the likes, right? Subscribe. It's super simple. Hit that button, and you'll get a notification when we have something new. Hopefully, the follow up on this one. So.
And
Yeah.
share the video. I know a lot of you guys are bourbon enthusiasts, and maybe you're just beginning in the game. But if you share it to your friends, maybe their friends, it helps get the channel out there. It works with the algorithms of Google and YouTube, and the more views and the more shares, the more likes. Obviously, the more access that people have to
Absolutely.
the whole video. I'd like to see us. I mean, we're at 67, 68.
Yeah.
I'd like to see us hit 100
Let's do it.
by the end of June. So that's our goal.
100.
Let's
Yeah,
get 100
June.
subscribers
Let's go. We can do
by
it.
the
I
end
know
of
we
June.
can.
I know we can do it.
Absolutely.
All right. So
Okay.
let's talk a little bit about the cigar you brought and why you think this is going to be a good pairing with this bottle and bond.
Absolutely. So this is a medium body Romeo and Julietta. This is the House of Capulet. Okay. This is a cigar that is made in Honduras. The taste, the mouthfeel was silky. There's definitely some dark notes to it, and also a little surprise. We talked about the banana bread or the banana foster. We keep getting that. This will actually finish with a cake, like a birthday cake or like a vanilla cake finish.
Okay.
That's how robust the feel is in your mouth. So yeah.
Okay.
Let's give it a shot.
Well, I'm excited. Before we give it a
Yeah.
shot, we cannot
and
forego
B&A.
our
Oh,
B&A
of course not.
scale on our bourbon.
I'm trying to see
Oh,
us.
I
forgot.
almost
Oh,
forgot. I did not
my.
forget. I can never ever forget that. This is like our biggest.
That's our staple.
That's our staple.
That's our staple.
Right. So ladies, Trisha, you're probably a 10, so we'll skip you.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
No.
Trisha, what is your rating
Okay,
and
I'm-
why?
I'm not gonna give it a 10, but I will give it a 9.
Oh my girl.
I love it.
Oh
I
my.
don't know.
All right.
what
Top
the
three
nut-
things.
The nut flavor that I get out of it,
Mhm.
and I'm not a peanut fan, but there's some kind of nut flavor that is amazing.
Mhm.
And I
So,
thought
9.
it was really good. And I like the baking spices, obviously.
Mhm.
I like that kind of warmness and a little bit spicy, but not very spicy.
Yeah.
Like just when you first taste it.
Yeah.
I love it.
9. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so I love the smell. If we could just put this into a candle and I just light it up all the time. It smells amazing. I like the initial little bit of spice that gives way to the, to like you said, like a nuttier flavor, but I really enjoyed it. So I'm gonna give it a 9 as well, which is not normal because it has to be pretty sweet to get up pretty
Yeah.
high, so.
But it is pretty sweet, actually.
I
Yeah,
don't think
it's-
it's super
No.
sweet, like Angel's Envy, super
No, maybe not
sweet,
that
so, which is the top of mine. But I really like the flavors that they have together. So like with the spices and, I like the grouping. It's very well done.
Yeah.
Manuel. Curious to see what you're going to say.
Okay. I'm gonna give it an 8.
Mm.
I give it an 8. The color is very, very, very pretty. It's like a dark honey, almost like a fall harvest of the honey. The aroma, I honestly believe that the aroma
It's perfect.
it's spot on. It's over the top, and the palate delivered. so it's got a fantastic finish. Again, I know I've been saying this for the last few videos, but 100 proof. Like this would be fantastic cocktail or just sipping during the hotter days of the year. So it's a solid 8 for me.
Okay, good. Well, we appreciate everybody's honesty. I'm going to disagree with you and agree with the women. And I'm going to say this is easily a 9.
Yes.
Easily a 9. I even almost say,
I
you know,
mean,
and
it's
I'm going to
a
say, I'm going to go
9.5.
ahead and say it's
Say
a
it.
9.5.
Say it.
Yeah.
Yes.
I will
9.5.
say it, the color, the smell, the
The
aroma
is
is the best
fantastic.
Oh,
It is.
yes.
ever
I-
smelled.
Yes.
Ever.
Yeah.
Mm,
It is good.
so good.
And it delivers.
It does deliver.
It
Does
does have
deliver.
just a tad bit of that spice,
Mhm.
but that banana nut on the palate,
Yeah. It is
just
good.
it's fantastic. And if this is because of the Missouri limestone well,
It could be.
I mean,
It could be.
how
So
else?
one of the things that
I know they grow their own wheat. I know they produce their own corn.
That's another thing with Missouri, they have to use the corn that's grown in the
That's
state.
correct. So that could be a little bit. Maybe
It could be.
Missouri has a
Could be.
sweeter corn,
Maybe.
the
but
cooperage is hooking them up.
yeah,
with
the cooperage
extra,
with the oak, the char,
yeah.
the 3.
Yeah.
But no, 6 years. Maybe it draws in more flavors. But I've never had a bourbon that on the nose smells like this. Like I could wear this.
Oh, I know. I know you
And a
could.
couple more drinks, I
and a
probably
couple
will.
more drinks, and you probably will.
It smells amazing.
All right.
It does.
So we've given our rating. Everybody, but Manuel was high on it. Not the 8 was not
That's
high.
okay.
It's good.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
We have a cigar. He talked a little bit about it. Let's go ahead and light this up and see if we can do a review on the cigar, and then we'll pair it along with the bourbon and give a rating for either one.
Yes.
Does kind of smell like brown paper.
That's the initial smell that I got was brown paper. I thought this was going to be sweet cap for some reason.
No. No. It's a medium bodied. Okay. Pull it in. Should pull it.
Yeah, that's good. I
I taste pepper and cedar.
yeah, I don't get the cedar.
You don't get the
I
cedar?
I
It's
get I definitely get the coffee, the velvet, like a coffee
Mhm.
cake. It's mild. It's easy.
Oh yeah, super smooth.
It's not heavy. It's not dark coffee. I could see myself enjoying something like this in the evening, or maybe with a good pairing of a bourbon.
I agree.
It usually
So
takes
the,
me a good couple minutes to really
does.
draw on the flavors.
It does.
I can't get it off the initial.
No,
Draw.
and that's, you know, it goes back to when we're talking about how to properly light it. You could scorch the tobacco. It's going to give you a little bit of a bitter finish.
Mhm.
We try not to do that, but it does take a little bit. You get maybe about ½ inch burnt, and it starts to settle in. The actual burn is even, and you get a really good drag on it. So, yeah, I agree with you. The Ecuadorian. So this is from Ecuador. The wrapper is an Ecuadorian wrapper.
But it's Honduras.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And we read the comment, and we agree, I agree, absolutely 100%. Smoking a cigar, holding a cigar, lighting a cigar, it doesn't matter. Honestly, it's however you want to do it.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, she's not. We're not gonna.
We're
So yes,
at it.
and the same way with bourbon. You know, we're not here to tell you how to drink bourbon. You can drink it however you like. I mean, off camera, we're not always drinking our bourbon neat. So if you want to drink your bourbon with some ice or some water or some Sprite or some cola, you know, it's the thought that counts, that you're even the fact that you're drinking it that matters.
This ritual is based on what's the best bourbon, Zach? The best bourbon is the bourbon you like.
That's correct.
That's it.
Same
Not what I like,
same with
not what he
cigars.
likes. Yeah.
Best cigar
That's-
is going to be the cigar that you like, you enjoy.
Yep.
So
It is.
I enjoy it. I'll go ahead and start the review on this one.
Okay. Awesome.
I don't think I was too high on the last Romeo.
You were
Uh,
not.
that
I'll
we
remind you, you
had.
were.
My memory's not as good as it used to be, so maybe I don't remember, but I thought it was real heavy and dark.
You didn't like it.
But having this one, the House of Calumet,
Capulet.
Capulet,
Yep.
I will easily say that this is going to be a 7.5.
Romeo y Julieta.
Yeah,
Romeo and Juliet.
House of
House of
Capulet.
Capulet. You get it?
Yes,
Nice. I knew you would.
I played Romeo and
Oh,
play.
that's right.
Oh Romeo! Oh Romeo!
That's Julietta.
Oh girl!
Oh, man.
Oh, maybe I was Julietta. I don't
I
remember.
was like, just so you know, that's
Yes.
Juliette's line.
All right, so your number
7.5.
7.5.
Okay. I will agree with the 7.5. I do. The drag's fantastic. It's awesome. Yeah, I enjoy it. Bottom line, 7.5. How about you?
So I think it's ashing good. Is that how you say it?
You've got
It's
good
good
ash. Yeah.
It's burning even. It smells decent.
It's not hard on your throat. I mean, you're not an
No, it's
experienced
not hard.
smoker. And a
No.
lot of people, when they smoke cigars for the first time,
Like a scratchy throat.
they
Mhm.
really hits them hard.
No. But-
Which is a good indication that even if you don't smoke cigars, as Trisha here is showing us that she's taking on this task, you want to enjoy it. You don't want to. Obviously, you don't want to inhale it. If you inhale, that's up to you. We don't recommend it. But yeah, it's definitely easy on the throat, and it draws really nice.
There you go.
So what was your rating?
So what's your rating?
5.
Oh, okay, 5. Even. Across the board.
There must be better ones.
Okay. It's got good ash. It's a 5.
It has good ash.
I not quite a huge fan of the flavor. I'm getting red pepper and cedar for my mostly flavor, so it's not my favorite. It draws really easy and it does burn really even. So I'll give it a 5.5.
It's a well-made cigar.
It is.
It is a well-made
well-made cigar for sure.
Okay. All right.
Okay,
Sweet.
let's pair it. Maybe the sweetness that we got from the Bottled and Bond by Ben Holladay will draw a little bit more
Accentuate.
of the sweetness
Right.
out of the cigar.
Yep.
Because remember, we don't necessarily want to pair a sweet cigar with a sweet bourbon,
Absolutely.
right? We want to draw in a little bit more of that spices out of that bourbon. So maybe this will do that for us. Man, that bourbon is good.
Oh, that is so good.
It is really good. Wow.
Okay.
Interesting. So, these cigars, they're definitely a good value cigars. The MSRP is $10 to $11.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I know, right?
That's good. Yeah.
It's a great price. In my opinion, it does have fantastic taste. Obviously, my taste buds are completely different than everybody else's, and yours too, right? So, I let me go ahead and draw, but it really did some. It got a little bit of the spices out of the.
That's the
bourbon,
first
right?
thing
Yeah.
that
yeah.
I noted was it draws more of the spice on that finish on my palate. Where before
It
I
was
got
the
a
start.
lot of that banana nut
Mhm.
bread.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm starting to get a lot of that spice, which is not a bad thing.
No,
But
absolutely
it
not.
accentuates
Yes.
now more of
More
that,
of the
that
bacon
nutmeg,
spices.
the bacon spices
Yeah.
on the palate.
Almost like a spicy cinnamon.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes, I do get more of the cinnamon now.
Yeah.
Right?
And I can taste more of the coffee, which I couldn't taste before.
Mm-hmm. You do get a little bit of that coffee.
Okay, yeah, no, this is a good pairing. At 100 proof and a $10 cigar,
Yeah.
yes.
Well, I get almost like a butterscotch from it now. It's sweeter now with that. Now the drink is spicier, but the cigar.
But the cigar is
It's
sweeter.
sweeter.
Oh,
So,
yes. Yes.
That's interesting.
And that's the beauty of pairing cigars and bourbon, people. one of a few channels that is able to present to you the opportunity to review both a cigar blend with a bourbon. So if you are either a cigar aficionado or just a beginner or a bourbon beginner,
Right.
this is a great opportunity.
You get
for
you get both of the
You
reviews.
get both reviews.
And if you're either, whether you're one of the two or if you enjoy both, this will help you navigate, maybe draw some of the pointers that we're putting out, and this might appeal to you, and you're gonna go in knowing. I deal with a lot of people on a day-to-day basis, whether they're coming to the cigar scene or the bourbon or both, and this is a great segue because you could walk into something that may appeal to you, and you're more than likely gonna like it, versus going blindfolded and saying, well, let me grab that cigar and let me see what it does.
And I was in the same boat probably 15, 20 years ago. I was a newbie. I didn't know what I was doing.
Right.
I'd go to a cigar shop or
You look for the prettiest rings on there.
No, you do. You look at the price tags. You're like, oh, I don't know if I want to spend that much money to try a cigar. But we're telling you, this is the MSRP. This is our views. I mean, again, the girls are 5.5s. We're in the upper sevens, eights.
Sevens, yeah.
So everybody taste buds are different.
Yeah.
But again, we're giving you feedback. Now, we've given reviews for both. Let's do a review on the pairing.
I'm gonna go ahead and just lead off with 8.5.
Okay.
I'm gonna say that was a fantastic pairing. I would definitely enjoy this. Anytime I've had these, or I'll have these, it's gonna be a good night.
I'm gonna agree with you, Manuel. I'm gonna go ahead and also say it's 8.5 on the pairing. This is easily a summer mix.
Yeah.
Again, we're at the lower proof 100, and we're with a mild cigar. This could be a nice evening, weekend cigar, enjoyment.
Yeah.
It's not harsh. It's not overwhelming, but it's good, and the pairing is great. So I will agree with you there, and it's got a great ash. I mean, we're about an inch and a quarter,
Yeah.
and there's
No, it's there.
Yeah.
It's solid. All right. Which of you ladies would like to go next?
I'll go next.
Okay.
I really enjoyed that it brings out a little bit of that cinnamon out of the bourbon itself, and then like the sweet butterscotch out of the cigar. So that was really cool combo. I would definitely give it a solid 8. Solid 8. Yeah, it was really good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I would give it a number because I don't
Rookie.
know what to give it a number.
You would
But
love
I
to
do-
give it a number.
I do taste coffee and I love coffee and I love the bourbon.
give it a number.
So-
Give it
Give it a number.
Just make up a number.
11.
7.5.
Okay.
7.2.
Well, how would you? So okay.
So if I had to
So-
do this, it would not be unenjoyable.
So 8 out of 10
8,
times
just
you
give
would
it
you
an
would
8.
pick that up over other
You give it an
things?
8.
I'm giving it an 8.
Pairing.
What the heck?
The pairing. The pairing's an 8.
pairing.
Yes.
This is much better.
Yes.
Yes.
This is the best.
It. Okay. All right.
All right,
Awesome.
good.
Well, good.
Well, there you guys have it. Another episode where we're able to review a bourbon and a cigar. We hope you learned something from this. Again, this is a new experience for all of us
It is.
here today,
It is.
with both the cigar and the bourbon for me. I probably for you
Yeah,
as well.
Absolutely.
You got some information. Feel free to and try this. Leave some comments. Let us know what you think. As always, just remember that we do this for you as much as we do it for us.
We do.
So we want your feedback, as Manuel said. Please leave comments.
Down below.
Please hit the like and subscribe button. Let's get that number up to
Let's
100.
go.
That's our
Zach wants
target.
100. I
I
want
want
200.
Yes.
But we'll go with 100.
Yes.
Okay. Let's do it.
Yes.
I know we can do it.
Yes.
I know we
150.
can.
Let's do 150.
150. Ladies
All right.
want 150. Look, we're not gonna get too crazy. 100. Let's hit 100. I think we could do it.
Absolutely.
Hit the
And as always here at Bourbon and
As
Ash,
always,
please
please
drink
drink
responsibly.